President Museveni is the latest foreign leader to head to Juba since the tensions there escalated following the arrest of the country's first vice president, Dr. Riek Machar, last Wednesday. South Sudan's President Salva Kiir personally received Museveni at the Juba International Airport this afternoon. Museveni indicated on his X account that he was in Juba at the invitation of President Salva Kiir and that their discussions aimed at strengthening bilateral relations and enhancing cooperation between Uganda and South Sudan. But all signs indicate that Museveni most likely went to Juba to resolve the boiling tensions ongoing there between Salva Kiir and Riek Machar. His visit follows mediation missions by the African Union, the East African Community and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development this week, and all those meetings aimed at de-escalating the crisis. Museveni has always supported peace efforts in South Sudan. When the world's youngest nation entered into a civil war in 2013 following the disagreement between President Kiir and Riek Machar, Museveni was there to mediate the two leaders. I spoke to David Boboto, a South Sudanese journalist based in the capital Juba, about how Museveni's latest visit to Juba could impact the current political affairs there.
Many people will be asking the question, why is President Yoweri Museveni a key player in this one? Let me bring up this, that in 2018 he became a guarantor to the revitalized agreement on the resolution of conflict in South Sudan. 2 years after the signing of that agreement, we did not have yet a functional government as per the agreement that was signed. Now, what did Museveni do? By his own hand, he called President Salva Kiir. He called for Dr. Riek Machar to come to Kampala, and what we now call as the Kampala tripartite meeting.
By President Museveni visiting, it will actually increase the security situation in the country and maybe mediate or try to initiate a dialogue between President Kiir and the first vice president, who was now under a house arrest in the country.
3 days before he was arrested, Riek Machar had expressed discontent with the deployment of Ugandan troops to South Sudan and had asked the international community to intervene and ask the government of Uganda to withdraw her military forces. Some believe that that letter partly contributed to him being put under house arrest.
President Yoweri Museveni sent the UPDF forces to Juba to enforce the peace. It is significant, or is a strong indicator of his interest to say that there is peace in South Sudan. In fact, one activist this morning and a policy analyst also said that the UPDF should not only come to enforce peace in South Sudan, but they should also be able to take part in the professionalization of the army of South Sudan.
It remains to be seen if the multiple mediation efforts initiated by regional leaders could yield results and if tensions in South Sudan will finally de-escalate. Daniel, Kibet, NTV.